Hello, hello, hello. I always gotta wait for that drop to hit. Happy Thursday, everybody. How's it going? What's up, Leewick? We're back with Mob Psycho episode 3. We're following off with 2 really good Mob episodes. Just every day with Mob. Life with Mob. That's what it felt like. I enjoyed last week a lot. I got to enjoy Mob, just his growth and him taking on responsibilities and wanting to make sure that their part of the festival went off without a cinch, and it did. And I'm happy for it. We have the looming plot with Dimple, I think, possessing the people that are worshiping the big tree, which is actually broccoli. But you know Dimple. Like, Dimple was introduced to us as an antagonist. Matter of fact, Dimple was the leader of a cult, now that I think about it. And after us dispatching him, and by us meaning Mob, he ended up like getting on our side just a little bit. But Dimple seems like he's gonna go a mass of people again. So why not? So we'll see where that goes. I'm not gonna babble too much more. Let me shut everything off and let's get started. All right. Voila. And I'll make sure this stuff is muted and pause the music. Pause. All right. Here we go. Mob Psycho, season 3, episode 3. Wait, I'm setting up. 10 seconds. You got 2 seconds. No, I gotta make sure everything's all right. All right, Mob Psycho. Okay. Mob Psycho, season 3, episode 3. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shit. Never mind. I got nothing nice to say. Don't say anything. Didn't Tsubomi start to notice Mob at the end of last season? That's not Tsubomi, is it? That's not Tsubomi, isn't it? I just sneezed. It's not. Or it is Tsubomi. Ah, okay. I was thinking maybe it was someone else, but I'm like, no, she sneezed and she has snot. Mob! Shigeo! Yeah, wasn't it? It was like at the end of last episode after after Mob went through a bunch of stuff. Good boy. Good boy. Like she was like, when I say interested, I mean like it felt like she was noticing him again. Like I can't remember the scene, but she was like looking at him and making a note of him. That's what it felt like. Oh, Mob. Nope, it's not Tsubomi. Question: are they still looking for? They're still looking for Mob, right? The cultist. Oh, He's split. He can't do both, right? I am. He doesn't even realize it. He's got a good like, yeah. Mop has found himself with a lot of people that actually like him. That's what happens like when you build good friendships with people. No, continue to talk to Ritsu. No, no. Oh, no. Oh, Mob. I hope we don't get our heart snatched out of our chest. Yeah, he's definitely hearing things. His face! Mob! Oh man. I have a headache now. Oh man. Oh my goodness, Mob. I needed that. I needed that today. I did. I needed that. Let's give myself some volume. I needed that. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. There's always a bunch going on in these openings. I needed that. I did. It's broccoli. It's broccoli. It even looks like broccoli. Like nothing about it looks like a tree. Nothing about it looks like a tree. It looks like broccoli. Dimple's the one that's absorbing everything. It's not the tree. Dimple. In the image of Mob. In the image of Mob. It's what's her name, right? Yeah. It's broccoli. An audition. His mom. What would you do? I'm never gonna get over that. His voice changed. Why is his voice deeper? Mom! 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 Okay. Oh, goodness. Yes, it does. Yes. Would I never asked my question? Would you guys let this religion? Oh no. Would you let this get formed in your name, in your image? Well, it's not your name, but in your image, and you do nothing about it? Or would you try to do something about it? I've gotten a lot of images from this episode that I like. That's a good question, Mob. The evil villain, 98% of the time, never even thinks about, like, why do you want to do this? You'll get strong and then what? Kill everybody? And then what? Be miserable because there's nobody else to fight? Yes, he is. Oh, Mob is killing him right now. Wow. Dimples, he's never left like this. Jesus, Mob. What are we doing? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm a quality whore, so I appreciate. I appreciate that you notice the quality. It's from the broccoli, isn't it? What? What is Reagan gonna have to say about this? It's like, good God, he's on a high horse. $580,000 believers. That's ridiculous. He's gonna try to take advantage of this. He's gonna try to take advantage of it. Of course. He was gonna wear his like. Oh no. I'm not if we keep giving him the JoJo face. Oh. If we're gonna keep giving him the JoJo face, give him a JoJo outfit. Give him a JoJo outfit if you're gonna keep giving him the masculine butt chin. Set up! It's been so long. The hair got longer too. Yeah, he's always drippy. He always is. Something has to be going up. This can't just be the norm, right? Oh boy. Oh gosh. You got someone like Teru putting the battery in his back? Oh no. Oh no. Smart monkey. I It's crazy, but I appreciate seeing Mob like this. I want to see it. Is it ridiculous looking? Is it cool looking? Does he look like a hipster? I want to see. Is everybody looking at him? Tattoo, you put him in that? Why would you put him in that? That looks horrendous. So do I. See, this would be tough. Like Mob could walk in here, do psychic abilities, and then be like, "You formed this in my name. I am the one that you've been following this whole time." And these other random weirdos. Why did Teru put him in that shirt? Like what? Teru wasn't wearing nothing like that. Dimple. Dimple did. Dimple probably left from Mob and went and talked to them. Huh? So what's happening currently? That's not Mob. That's Dimple. That's Dimple. What's going on? What's going on with Mob's phone? That looks creepy, man. Is it not Dimple? I don't like how that looks. It looks like it's made out of the roots and stuff that we've been seeing growing around the city. I don't like it. It's creepy. They're freaking out. So you guys recognize that that's broccoli, but you don't recognize the divine tree is broccoli? It's over? That just pissed me off. It's over? What? We didn't sit here for no 22 minutes. Like, what? It feels like we've been. Dog. why did that was a nasty place to end, right? That was such a nasty place to end, to throw that the look up between the broccoli monster mob and actual mob sitting there. But I'm trying to figure out exactly what was happening, because we it's hard to tell exactly what's been happening as far as like what we're experiencing. Like at the beginning of the episode, it was like Mob's hearing things whenever like everyone's like looking at him and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, it makes up for like comedy and all that stuff. But then when we get that moment with Teru and with Mob, and Mob is like, hey, Teru, I think it's just in my head, but I feel like a lot of people have been looking at me and I've been getting popular. Like, and I don't like, I kind of don't know what to make of it. As we're watching, like a group of girls like looking at them and giggling and stuff. So is this like, was that specific reason right there because Teru was there? We know Teru was popular with the ladies. Is it as simple as maybe people like Mob now? I feel like it's not. Is it like we're making fun of Mob? Maybe, I don't know. Is it some weirdness going on with like the big broccoli and Dimple doing something like influencing how people are interacting with Mob, since Mob is the one that created the broccoli? Like he created the broccoli at the end of season 2 after his fight with the dude from whatever, the Claws, the leader of them. I forgot the name of the organization. But like that happened from there, like that. So it's like, is it something weird going on like that? I don't know. Teru, I don't think so. I don't think Teru has bad fashion. But that whole part that happened there, that was before the monkey shirt. Teru, because every time we see Teru and he's not in his school uniform, Teru looks good. His fat, like he has a good, like he knows like how to dress himself. He always looks cool. So the fact that he would put Mob in that goofy monkey shirt, it just makes me feel like he might have had a cool one of those cool monkey shirts, and maybe it wasn't as gaudy as the one that he picked out for Mob. But Mob kept saying like, I have a budget. So Teru's like, I know that this monkey brand is popular, so if I could just find him something in his brand, in this brand, in his price range, we're just gonna go with it. And he find the stupid monkey shirt, and he was like, yeah, you could freak this. Like, and there's certain things that always look ridiculous, and that shirt that Mob had looks completely ridiculous. But depending on like your personality, how you wear clothes, how you accessorize it, like what's the pants looking like, what's the shoe wear looking like, are you gonna put a hat on? Like, you could get that monkey shirt off, even though it looks ridiculous. You could get that monkey shirt off, because people have gotten off weirder things and look pretty all right. But then you'd be like, I can pull that off, but you could pull that off. So I don't know. But I'm just one. And then we get to that point where Mob was supposed to meet up with Misato and then the other girl, because they were supposed to look for whatever they were supposed to look for, and then they were supposed to do something else, and then he was supposed to go. He's supposed to go check out this whole thing, and it's like no one's answering the phone. And then Reagan tried to call him, but his phone was dead at that point. So what's happening? Like that, like what exactly is going on? Like, what are we doing? Because I feel like this episode, towards the back half of it, felt like it was being like manipulated by whatever the broccoli mop monster was, which I think the show is wanting you to think it's Dimple, and I think there's a good chance that it is Dimple that's doing that. But what if it's not Dimple? What if it's someone else? I feel like we might have a situation where Mob could, like, we get made aware of this, and it's like, oh yeah, it must be Dimple because Dimple was doing this, and then Dimple just shows up in the scene. Like, nah, I just left and just went and chilled somewhere, Mob. Like, after our conversation, it's just like, oh, it's not Dimple. Like, what if, like, it could be something else? Maybe the broccoli has a mind of its own. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know what it could be, but it felt like a lot of things were being manipulated. And I don't know. Very weird. Very weird. Weird in a good way because I'm intrigued to know exactly what's happening. Not weird like weird. But it's weird in a good way because it's like I can't explain what's happening. Like they're telling you stuff, but is it true? Is it false? I don't know. But I did. Oh God. Forgive me. But I did enjoy this. I did. I really did. Yeah, Lewick. The broccoli is developing his own. That could be the case. That could be the case. And since Mob is its leader, or Mob is its creator, I hear there's only 5 left after this episode. 5 chapters left after this episode. They'll probably expand some stuff and add to it. This is going to be a 5-episode season. I think it's 12. I think it's 12. They I feel like they can expand some stuff because if I'm not mistaken, in the seasons prior, there has been they've expanded on some things before. Not like complete filler, but just stretch some stuff out a little bit. Mobpsycho. I want to say it's like 12 episodes. No, we don't know. It hasn't been announced how many episodes there will be. Yeah, they haven't announced how many episodes it'll be. Maybe things just wrap up crazy. This is episode 3. Episode 5 is usually the episode where everything takes off. We'll see. We'll see what exactly is gonna go down. I'm excited to see it though. I am, because right now we have Mob in a place where it's very different. I spent time talking about it last week. I don't want to rehash everything, but like Mob he's more confident, and I actually appreciate it. Like season 1, we were introduced to Mob and he was a certain way. In season 2, then he worked on himself throughout season 1. And then the same thing with season 2, where he was like working on himself and doing things and choosing to do things because he wanted to do them. And now it feels like Mob has like gotten to the point where it's like he's mature. He's actually just like making a concerted effort into trying things, into doing things, into thinking for himself. And it feels weird because it feels like Mob is like growing up and leaving us because he's so independent. It feels like where like Mob from season 1 would have never had this conversation about being popular or something like that, or went out shopping or something. Like he would have never done that. He would have stuttered himself into something else. So I'm really glad to see it. I really am. Good episode, man. Now the story's starting to ramp up. We got something weird happening, and we just like to be continued us. We'll be back next week. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I really am. I think that's all I got. I don't know if I have anything else. Mob is as good as usual for me anyways. Like Mob feels like Dr. Stone for me, where there's not a single episode of mobpsycho that I don't like. Same thing with Dr. Stone. There's not a single episode of Dr. Stone that I don't like. I like the story. I like the main characters. I like the antagonist. I like everything about the show. I could just watch it and kind of not like shut my brain off in a bad way, but I can just like not worry because I know this show's not going to let me down. That's how I feel about Dr. Stone. That's how I feel about mobpsycho. It's not too many shows I have like that, where I can just be like, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the hell out of this because I know it's going to be good. And that's how it's been for Mob. And I'm excited that it's back. I'm sad that this is the last season. I am. But I'm hoping to get something that's going to be like incredible in a couple episodes. So I think that's all I got. Thank you guys I'm gonna wrap this up. I have Yurusei Yatsura. I gotta work on saying that. It's a weird combo. Yurusei Yatsura. We're doing that next in like maybe 10-15 minutes. So if you're interested in that, swing back on by. It's gonna be episode 2 for that one. But if not, have a good rest of your Thursday or Friday, wherever you are. Have a good rest of your weekend. Next week coming up, and hopefully, God willing, I see you guys back here next Thursday for episode 4 of Mob Psycho. So thank you again, and I'll see ya. Peace out.